Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video you will learn how to create a beautiful quality dashboard in Microsoft Power BI. So as you are seeing my screen, I have created this beautiful Power BI dashboard with the help of some sample data set. I have displayed here total task, sampling for audit and the percentage against the total task. Then here I have displayed the defects in this sampling and the defect percentage, then fatal error and the fatal error percentage, and finally quality score. Here I have displayed the comparison of samples and defects, and then I have created here quality score by supervisors, and I have given a tooltip here. I will hover any of the supervisor, it will display another chart for quality score by employee, and these are the employee which is coming under that particular supervisor. If I will hover on another supervisor, the chart will be changed accordingly. Alright, then here on this map I have displayed the quality score by the work location. So here you can see on the map it is displaying the quality score. Big bubble means the best quality score, and if I will hover, it will again show me the same employee by chart for that particular work location and their quality score. Then here we have displayed the sampling percentage by the auditor, and these are 3 auditors and this is the sampling percentage. Alright, and here we have displayed the fatal error by the different months. So we can see in Jan, Feb, March what was the number of fatal error, and here you can analyze your data. So let's say we can see in the month of March, in Feb it was 95, then suddenly in the March there is some increment in the fatal error. So we can ask from our data, just right click and we can say analyze and explain the increase, why it is increased. Then it will run an AI based algorithm in the back end and will provide you the insights, what are the key factors wherein the fatal errors are high. It is saying about the auditor name, for which auditor the fatal error are the high and for which one is the low between these 2 months, and then it is showing by the employee name. So this is the particular employee for which the fatal error was high in this month. Then we can see it is showing by the work location also and by the supervisors also. For this supervisor the fatal error was high in March month in compare of Feb. Alright, so it is fetching all the information from the back end. Alright, and friends, I have created another page which is the employee details page, wherein I have displayed the employee level performance. This is a tabular view and we can see here we have different supervisors and these are the employees coming under the respective supervisor. Then we have displayed all the information like total task, sampling percentage, defects, defect percentage, fatal error percentage, and finally quality score. You can see it on the supervisor level. We have given the total here and you can drill up also, so it will just show the supervisor level information. You can just click on this, go to the next level hierarchy, then it will show by the employee level, then it will show by the different employees. If you want to see the supervisor and employee, you can just expand this like this, or you can click on this arrow, this down arrow, then it will show supervisor and employee both. Alright, now friends, I will explain you step by step how can you create this beautiful dashboard in Microsoft Power BI from the scratch. So first of all, let me show you the data. This is the sample data which I have created to create this dashboard. Here we have different dates, employee ID, auditor ID, then total task completed by the employee, then the number of samples taken by the auditor to do the quality evaluation. Then we have taken the number of defects out of these samples and number of fatal errors. Alright. Then we have created 2 different masters. First one is the employee master, wherein we have taken the employee ID, employee name, supervisor name, and the work location of the employee. The second one is the auditors list, wherein we have taken the auditor ID and then we have taken the auditor name. Let me open a new Power BI file. So let's open that. Okay, so this is untitled Power BI desktop file. So let me save it as on the desktop, let's say quality dashboard. We have already created this, so let me put here new. So this is the new quality dashboard. Then we will start creating our dashboard here. So before creating the dashboard, I would like to create the data model first. So first let's load the data into this dashboard. So we will use the get data and Excel, or we can simply click here this Excel button available in data group on home tab, and this Excel file is available on the desktop with the name of sample data. So let's select, click on open. Now we have three worksheets there: auditors, then we have the employee master, then we have the quality data, wherein we have the multiple fields like date, employee ID, auditor ID, tasks, samples, and defects, fatal errors, etc. Now data seems clean, so we don't need any kind of transformation. We can load it directly to the Power BI. So just click on load. We have these three tables. Let me go to the model. Just click on this icon, and here you can see it has automatically considered the relationship. So let me keep the masters here, the dimensions, and this is our fact table. So we can see the relationship auditors and quality data is on the base of auditor ID. It is automatically coming. If it is not coming, so let me show you how can you create this. Let me delete this. You can simply pick this auditor ID and just drop on this auditor ID. Automatically it will be created. Similarly for the employee master and the quality data, it is on the base of employee ID. Alright friends, so we have created the relationship successfully. Now let me go to the report view, and here we will create few measures. So let me create the measures in this quality data table. Just right click and click on new measure. The first measure we will create sample percentage or sampling percentage, and here we will use divide function. Divide, then we will take numerator as sum of sample, just close the bracket, comma, denominator we will take sum of total task. So from the total task, how many sample we have taken, that will be my sampling percentage. Alternate result we can display here blank, and just close and just press enter or just click here. So our first measure is created, which is sampling percentage. Next measure we will create, which is defect percentage. So let me add new measure, and here I will take defect percentage, and I will use divide, and I will take sum of defects will be my numerator, comma, denominator will be this time number of samples. So I'll use here sum of sample, that will be my denominator. Alternate result I'll take blank, and just click on this check button. So the second measure also has been created. Now third one we will create for fatal error percentage. So let's add another measure. Just click on new measure, and we will take, and fatal error percentage will be, again I will use divide function, and I will take sum of fatal errors, and divide by we will take sum of sampling. Alternate result, let's take blank. Okay, so this blank is we are taking just to get the rid of any potential error. So in case if it is 0 divided by 0, then it should not return any error, it will return blank. Alright, now the last one we will create for the quality score. So create new measure, and that will be my quality score. Quality score we will take 100% minus defect percentage. So basically whatever is my defect percentage, that is my error percentage, and I want to see the quality score or the accuracy score, I will take 1 minus or 100% minus defect score. So that will be 1 minus defect percentage. Alright, you can put a condition here that if defect percentage is blank, not 0, if it is blank, then we will take blank, else we will take this formula. Alright, so we can put this condition also. Alright, we have put all the formulas. Now we will start designing our dashboard. To design the dashboard, we will take the support of PowerPoint presentation to create this beautiful background. Alright, so I have taken the support of PowerPoint presentation. You can see here I have created this beautiful design inside the PowerPoint presentation. Then I have saved it as an image, and then I'll make the background of the Power BI page. So let's create this background. I'll tell you from the starting how can you create this beautiful background. So let me go to the new blank slide, and here we will start creating a background, this first background. Now let's go to the insert and insert a shape here, and we will take a shape from the basic shapes and we'll take this shape. Just click here, then we will go to the rotate and we will go to the more rotation option, and we will rotate this shape on 45 degree. Alright, so this shape will look like this. Now just keep this shape here and change the size of this shape like this. Just keep this here. Make sure when you are changing the size, you have pressed the shift key. More smaller like this. Pick this yellow handle and reduce the size, and just keep this here. Change the size again. Just adjust this inside the slide. Now it is good to go. So we will fill some color here first. So let me fill, let's say this gray color, or let's take little lighter color. Shape outline, let's take no outline. Just select the shape, copy and paste, and we have created a duplicate shape. Now I'll go to the shape fill and we'll fill little darker color. Let's take this one and just keep this here, and we will pick this yellow handle and move to the right side slightly. Then the height will be little higher and we will adjust in the shape like this. Alright, paste once again that shape and just keep this here, and again we will pick the yellow handle and just move to the right side like this, and we will fill little darker color this one, and we'll keep here like this. Alright, so these are the three shapes looking like this. We will select all the shapes together, press Ctrl A, make this group and copy this, press Ctrl C, right click on the slide and paste as picture. So now we can delete this one and we will keep this picture only. You can change the height of picture now. Let's take this height. If you want to change the colors, you can change the colors also. You can take like this. So go to the picture format, colors, and you can choose the color from here, this theme or this theme. So let's take this one which I have taken, and now let's take another rectangle here, this rectangle, and drag that rectangle here to make the background of this shape, and go to the shape outline and say no outline. Shape fill, we can take here some texture fill. So I have taken this one. Just right click, send it to back. Alright, now I will take another rectangle here. So let's take this rectangle and create a big rectangle here like this. Go to the shape outline, say no outline. Shape fill, we will take dark blue color, this one. Alright, now take another rectangle here, but this time we will take this rectangle which is rounded corners, and drag that rectangle here. Pick the yellow handle, move to the left side like this. In this box we will fill this gray color, the second one, or we can choose little lighter color. We can go to the format and we can fill little lighter color. So go to the more fill color and make it slightly lighter. Take this one. Alright, now I'll go to the insert again and I will insert another rectangle. This time I will take this rectangle, top corner rounded, and drag that rectangle here like this. I'll keep that rectangle here and I will fill the white color, this one. I'll not take any shape outline, say no outline. Now we will put some header to the insert, and then I'll go to the word art and I'll take the first one. I'll put here, let's say quality score, and I'll take the white font color. So let's take the white font color and just put this here. Font name I'll take Arial Rounded Empty Bold. This one. And just keep this here. Go to the insert. I'll go to the icons and I'll take the icon from here. So we can take the icon for quality score or for the target. You can type here target. Let's take this one or this one and just put this here. Go to the graphics format, graphic fill, take the white fill. Alright, and now we will create the boxes like this here we have created. So to create that boxes, I'll go to the insert and shapes and I'll take this rounded rectangle here and drag this here like this. And now I'll go to the shape outline, will say no outline, shape fill, I will fill this color. Then I will go to the shape effects and I'll take some preset here. So let's take this preset. And then I'll go to the bevel and I'll take a bevel from here. So I'll take this bevel which is cut out. Alright, so it will look like this. And we will create here such 5 different boxes. So let's make a copy of this. Select this and paste and just keep this here. Select all 5 boxes, go to the align them top, then distribute horizontally. Alright, so these are the 5 boxes which we have created. Now here you can put the text and some icons like this. So we have put for total task, sample, defects, fatal error and quality score. Same we will do here. So we can go to the insert, word art, let's take this word art. This will be for total task and I will take font name as Arial Rounded Empty Bold. Size make it slightly smaller. Let's keep this here. Copy and paste. Keep this here and this will be for sample. Okay, now we will insert few icons. Quickly we can take from the icons. So for the task we can take from the task, type task and we can take any icon from here. So let's take this one, insert and we can keep this here slightly smaller, this. Alright friends, so our first page is ready. We can make all group and let's change in place of quality score or scorecard we can put here quality dashboard. Now let's copy this group and go to the next slide, right click and paste as picture and we can see it is not fitting properly, so let's make it slightly bigger and we have to crop this image. So select the picture and then go to the crop. From the top we will crop it slightly like this and now we will save it as a picture. Right click, save as picture. Let's save it on the desktop and we will save it as, let's say, background 1. Alright, quickly we will create the second background. So we will make a copy of the first background, not this picture. We will take with the shapes this group and let's paste this here and here we will delete this white rectangle and we will delete these boxes from here. Here we will put the employee performance. We can delete this icon also. And let's insert another icon for users. Let's take this one. Change the white color from here. And let's make it group. Copy this and go to the next slide and paste as picture. Again we will crop it. Crop. Crop this. Right click, save it as picture and this time we will save it as background 2. Alright, now let me go to the quality dashboard new Power BI desktop file and here we will go to the first page and I will go to the format and in the format I'll go to the page background. I will add the background 1 from the desktop, this one, and I will make it as fit and this transparency is 100%, so I'll make it as 0. Then you can see our page will look like this. Now we will create this page first. So first rename this page as, let's say, quality dashboard And here we will quickly create few cards. So let's take the first card, this card from the visualization. And in this card, first of all, I'll show the total tasks. So just drag this here. So we are displaying the total tasks. Now just go to the format and from here just off the category first. Then I'll go to the data label, and in the data label I'll take this color, this dark color. And now I will off the background. So just off the background and just put this here like this. You can make slightly smaller. So go to the data label. So it is, the size is 45. Let's take around 30. You can change the font family also. So let's take this font. So this is our total task. Let me copy this and paste here, and let's put on the sample, and this time I will drag the sample here in place of total task. So just drag the sample here, then it will display the sample, but we will make it slightly smaller. So the size we have taken in the data label is 30. So let's take it around 20 only. Make it slightly smaller and just keep this here. Make a copy of this and paste, and the size of this new card we will take only 11 or 12. So let's take 11 or let's take 12, and here we will display the sampling percentage. So just go to the field and just drop here sampling percentage. So you can see this is in decimal. So just select this and then go to the measure tools and just click on this percentage. So the format will be changed. Alright. Now here you can see we are displaying sampling percentage as well as sampling number. Now make a copy of this and paste, and here we will put both the cards together and paste it again, and this time we will keep this here. So now on the defects we will drop the defects. So just go to the defects and drop this here, and in place of sampling percentage we will drop the defect percentage, this one. And again for the defects we have to change the format, so we'll take this percentage. Now let's go to the fatal error. So I'll select this card, and in place of sample I will drop the fatal error number, this one. And in place of percentage I will drop the fatal error percentage, this one. And again I will change the format as percentage, this one. Alright, so it's completed. Now here we will display the quality score. To display the quality score we will use the gauge meter, this one. So just click on this gauge and we will drop here quality score. Just put the quality score in the value. So again it is in decimal. We will select this and we will make it in percentage. So it is in percentage now. We will format this. So just go to the format. First of all, just off the data label, and for the data color I will choose this color. Make it slightly smaller, and we will remove the background also. So just go to the background and just off the background and just keep this here and adjust the size accordingly. So just keep this here. Alright, so we have created the top cards. Now we will create the charts which I have created here. So quickly we will create the charts. So first we will create the chart for sample versus defect analysis on the scatter chart. So I'll create a scatter chart here. Let's take this scatter chart, and in this chart I will create the sample versus defect. Let's take the defects on the y-axis and sample on the x-axis. In the detail we will put the employee name from the employee master. So let's put the employee name here. So we have these different employees. Now we will change the size also. So let's change the size by fatal errors. So let's put here fatal error in the size, and on the tooltip we can display the quality score all. Let's put it on the tooltip. Now I'll go to the format and quickly I will format this. To do the formatting, first of all I'll go to the x-axis, and here in the x-axis let's make it black, and I'll take the font family. Let's take this one, bold. Then axis title, let's take the black color, this one. And font family for the axis title I will take this one, size around 10. Now the grid line color, let's take this color, and in place of dotted, let's take solid. Now I'll go to the y-axis. So repeat the same activity for the y-axis. Let's take the black color, and font family, let's take this one. For the title, let's take font family the same, this one, and size around 10. And grid lines color, I'll take this one, and I will take the solid grid lines, this one. Alright, now I'll go to the chart title. So I'll go to the chart title. First of all, I'll change the chart title as sample versus defect by employee. Alright, now I will change the background color. So I'll take the background color, let's say this one, and the foreground color, I'll take this white color. Alright, so our chart is ready. Now in place of colors, we can use the conditional formatting. So in the data color, we will use the conditional formatting. So use here conditional formatting, and we will put the conditional formatting on the base of quality score. So just type here quality score or only score. Then we have created this measure, and we will put, if the quality score is lower, so let's take red color. Let's take this one, and for highest one, we will take some green color. So you can choose the green color from here, or you can put the green color using the hash color. You can take it from colorhacks.com. So let's take some green color. So let's take this green color from the Google color. So you can choose this color code, copy, and we can paste this here. Okay. We can use the diverging, and for the middle point, let's keep this yellow color. Okay, so you can see the color has been changed, and we don't need to show this legend here, so we can off the legend. So now it will look like this. Our first chart is almost ready. We just need to put some border here. So on the border, and we will put the border color the same theme color. Let's take this one, and radius will take around 5 point. Now we can make it slightly bigger like this. So this chart is ready. Now we will make a copy of this chart and paste here, and just keep the second chart here. On the second chart, we will display the trends for the fatal errors. So here we will take date. So let's take the date here on the axis. So we can remove the axis, and in place of this scatter chart, we can choose the line chart this time. And now here I will display the fatal error. So you can see on the value fatal error is already there. Otherwise you can drop it here. We can use this hierarchy. Just go down in the hierarchy. Let's take this month, or you can convert this even to the area chart also. So let's take the area chart. We can change the data color. Let's take here this color, and just on the data level here. And to remove the markers from here, we will go to the data colors and just click on revert to default. So we can see it is now default, and now we will choose this color. Now we will create quickly these two charts. To create these two charts, we will create the quality score by supervisor quickly. So let's make the copy of this chart and paste this here, and convert this into the donor chart, and remove this date from here. We will keep the supervisor here, and in place of fatal error, we will keep the quality score. So let's keep the quality score here, and we will go to the format, and here we will go to the detail label, and here we will take category and data well, this one. Now keep this here. We will make a copy of this and paste here, and this time we will display auditor wise. So we'll take the auditor from here, the auditor name, and remove the supervisor from here. In place of quality score, we will show the sampling percentage, and we will display this chart here. So we can take the same format. So just pick this chart, pick the format painter, and just click here. And for the color, we can change from the data color, and we can choose, let's say, this color. Alright, so this chart is also ready, and now quickly we will create the map. So I'll go to the map, this map, and I will make it slightly bigger, and I'll go to the work location, will add in the location part, and then in the size I will take quality score. So let's take the quality score here. We can change the bubble size if required, so make it slightly bigger. Similarly here you can change the bubble size also, make it slightly bigger. You can select any of the chart and go to the format painter and just paste here. So the same formatting will be applied. You can select any chart to apply the same formatting and go to the format painter and just click here. Same formatting will be applied. Alright, so this page is ready, friends. Now similarly we can create another page which is the employee detail page, this one. And we have created another small page for the employee tooltip. To display the employee tooltip, we can create a page here quickly. Go to the format and here we will take the page size as tooltip, this one. And page information just on this tooltip, and here you can rename this as employee tooltip, let's say. And you can make it hidden page, so just hide this page. And to create this page you can copy this chart from here, copy this chart and just paste this chart here. Okay, and now change the size of this, and in place of supervisor we will take the employee name, this one, and in place of sampling we will take the quality score, this one. Okay, so we have the employee wise quality score. If you want to change the size of the y-axis, you can change it. Let's say just maximize this first so that complete name should be visible. Alright, now I'll go to the dashboard page and I'll go to this chart first, and then I'll go to the format and here I'll go to the tooltip. And in place of this auto I'll choose the employee tooltip. Similarly we can apply here. Make sure you have selected page, report page, which is default there, and then in place of auto in page we will select employee tooltip. So now if I will hover, you can see it will display the chart. You can apply this on this chart also. Alright, now we will create another page. Quickly create this page, and here we will add the page background, and we will add the background from background 2, this one. Transparency let's take 0, and here let's take fit. So here we will display quick table. So to create the table I'll create this table here, table view, and we will display the table view, or we can take the matrix also. So let's take the matrix, and in the matrix we will display the supervisor name in rows, then we will display the employee name, and we will display other information like the total task, then we will display the sample and sampling percentage, then we will display defects and defect percentage, and then we will display fatal error and fatal error percentage, and then quality score. You can change the formattings. Let's take the style as minimal and make it slightly bigger from the values. Similarly for the row headers you can take it slightly bigger, and you can make them bold also. So let's take font, this one. You can take some column header also, so let's make it slightly bigger first and bold, this one. And then background color let's take this one, font color let's take this one. Alright, and now we can click here to show it by the employee name and supervisor name. You can stop the step layout from the row headers, so just go to the row headers and just off this step layout, so it will look like this. And if you want to show some different color of the total, you can just go to the subtotal and you can show some background. So let's take some background color, light gray, let's say this one, then it will look like this. And you can rename this as, let's say, employee performance. And once it is ready, you can publish this to the Power BI services. So let me publish this. It is published, so let's click on this link. It will be opened and we can see that how it is looking in Power BI services. Alright, so it is looking like this. It is beautiful. We can put it in the full screen mode. From here we can go to the second page. From here, so this is the second page. We can go to the first page and we can hover here. It will display that tooltip also. Alright friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Friends, if you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for watching.